It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back to your Feel Good Breakfast Show. Happy Friday, and thanks for choosing to start the day off with us as we head over into the weekend. Now, we never ever want to think of ourselves or our loved ones as ever being in any kind of emergency situation. But being prepared and knowing what to do in a time of crisis can make all of the difference. And in high-pressure kind of situations, a few seconds can really be all the difference. So today I've got a little test of time for you guys here, and I want to know if you can answer some of these questions, and maybe you can actually join in at home as well and see how many of these questions you can answer. First things first, right?
Okay.
We're searching.
So,
Well, not necessarily.
Okay.
the last thing I was searching for on Google was ugly cry, looking for a gift. So that tells you what kind of week this has been. That's
ugly
funny.
cry.
Get off
no
that.
week.
Get off that.
Cool.
Before you even get to searching anything and Googling, I want to know how many of you, how do you guys know the South African Police Services number?
Yes.
I think I know that one. What?
You do?
The Flying Squad one. That's was
Okay,
it
wait. Let's see. What is it?
10111.
10,111 is the one.
10,111.
And it's the only
Only
number I know.
It actually is. Yeah, 10,111.
We're taught in grade 1.
Oh, like that?
10111. Okay.
No, but that's 11101.
Then the
so
other
it's
hand.
10 triple. It's the left one, depending on who's looking. Okay, all right. So that's a
Seconds
pretty
across
easy
the
one.
lines. Yeah, okay.
But now for the next couple of questions, we're going to make it a little bit trickier because I suspect that none of us actually know these numbers off by heart or off the top of our heads, and so I'll allow you to actually use your phones to Google these numbers because it's more likely that you'll need these kind of numbers in an emergency. So here it is. What is the number for an ambulance? So you can Google it if you want, because unless if you know it off the top of your mind, off
Is it
your head.
082911?
Is that your final answer?
Yes.
082911? No, it's wrong. Graham, did you find anything?
It hasn't come up yet.
Right. I mean, I saw a map there.
021
It's telling me where I can find one, which is not really what I'm looking. 10177.
Ah, there we go. But look at how long it actually took you to get to that, right? You had an 082911. You're Googling it. You see a map. It's actually recommended that, like Graham just found now, that you dial 10177 for a directory for an ambulance near you, and you can also dial
because it's not a direct call to an ambulance that's going to come
It's
in.
to
You're
a-
still
give
going to
you
go through a process.
directory, and then look, which area are you in, dial this number, that number.
Wow.
But do you guys ever remember 112 as the emergency number on your phones?
No, for what is that?
It's an emergency number. It's a national security number. If you dial 112, that should get
Saving
you.
you.
Surely there
Yeah.
should be a way to get like all of this in one place.
Yeah, well, there is. Soon enough, I'll tell you about
911,
that.
yeah.
What about this one? A fire truck.
Fire.
What would you do if you had to call a fire truck because there's an emergency right now? What number are you dialing
So
right now?
I've been in a situation like that where we were driving from Franschhoek to Stellenbosch, and we had just passed a scene where it seemed like a structure had just gone up into flames.
Yeah.
And I phoned 10111, and they were really kind enough to tell me this is not the number, here is the number to dial. It was also a short number, 5 digits.
Exactly.
Would you like to know the 911 number in Italy?
See, that's also like dependent on where your particular device's location settings are, right? So maybe you just got on a trip and you traveled, and I don't know what kind of thing.
Yeah, but look, again, the first number that comes up is 10,111. Then electricity, if you have an electricity problem, which speaks volumes about where South Africa's psyche has been for a while
And
now.
you were looking for a fire truck.
And I was looking for fire emergency number. It gave me a big red phone that says to me, I can
And
do
then I
something.
think about it, you still have to sit there in an emergency situation and type
And that
fire
building's alive.
emergency
Would you like a cool
number.
gift? I've got a couple of cool,
Thanks,
awesome
you can send that to me in the
phone
group.
fire gifts.
Send it in the group. Anyway, 10177
That's actually a little bit unnerving, eh?
is also a security number that you can dial if you are in a kind of a fire emergency, or that 112. But what I'm basically trying to bring home here is the fact that in an emergency situation, it's extremely stressful. Your nerves are on edge. Adrenaline is coursing through your body, so to keep calm in that moment and to be able to access emergency services quickly. Oh my gosh!
It's
And then
not gonna happen,
Siri tells you, "Oh, Kaklego, I can't talk to you right now." Anyway, but Uber is working very, very hard to improve safety. And however, as I said, in incidents where there is an emergency, it can happen that you are just kind of flustered and you don't know exactly where to find yourself or where to find the relevant.
It's a given that you will be. Yeah.
Exactly. So Uber want the drivers and the riders to be able to access help as quickly as possible, and that's why they've introduced introduced the emergency button in their app. So once in an active Uber trip, the emergency button then redirects drivers and riders to a third-party security company, which will then link you to either a security or medical service. And they'll also provide you with your GPS location, the car make and the model and the license plate, so that you can relay this information over to a local operator or a law enforcement agent if you need that. And Uber will also then be calling you afterwards to verify that everything was taken care of and that everything is fine after that. So I think that gives you tremendous peace of mind when you're thinking about it.
And right now, while you're at it, just in your home, maybe take a leaf out of this book. And I mean, I've got all these emergency numbers there for Jack there on the fridge, but I don't know any of them, and none of them are actually loaded into my phone, which is
Load them on your phone.
ridiculous.
I do that
Absolutely,
too.
yeah, because trying to figure out what the best number is to dial in a crisis is not an easy task at all. And even if you remember Zoe's...
I've already
it's
got
this
it
way
wrong,
around. Yeah. So it's great to see that our friends at Uber are making it easy and as quick as possible for us to access this information. But we do recommend that you set aside some time today, just 10 minutes of your time, to Google the local authorities in your city, in your area specifically, and then save them on your phone. And then please also send these numbers out to your loved ones and friends out there, because #truly, safety never stops, eh? No, gotta think about it.
Welcome aboard. At Uber, we believe safety never stops. It doesn't stop with driver profiles or making sure all drivers are fully background checked. It doesn't stop with letting you share your trip with loved ones. And it certainly doesn't stop with in-app emergency assistance. We never stop looking for ways to improve your safety, because safety never stops.